Hello everyone and welcome back to the episode of Okeea, Dokeea. What today we're going to be we're not going to be doing, but we're going to be saying something just a little bit important, okay? So without further ado, let us get the intro started and let's talk about this topic. Roll it. So recently, I have gotten on the social medias some requests to talk about something that is very, very occurring at this moment, very top-notch trending, okay? And that is the decade, okay? It is not prevalent to know that the decade is about to end, and people are rioting like it's the last week of the wild or something like that. So I am here to set the record straight and talk about the best things, the worst things, and what we could do as we move on to the new and very established decade. So if you guys have no idea what type of shooting star I'm talking about the 2010's decade end. Now from 2010 to 2019, and in case you've been living under a goat, is the years that we are in right now, at least at the time of the making of this video. And I want to kind of review, okay? Derek reviewed the decade by reacting to some things. This is the part 2 to it. Now, I have some very strong stands, and this is what it is. For number one, the music in this decade has been very switchy-swatchy. Okay, in other decades, they've been very profound, very solid, very grounded, very established. But in this decade, we went from synths of the techno vibes, then we went to the pop / hip hop, and now we are in the raps. So I don't know what is going on anymore. There's this, there's that, and there's a little bit of shooting star. There's even techno, there's a dubstep. Okay, there's so many shooting stars out there, which is good, but it is also very confusing. Now, me personally, I like African music. Derek, you can ask about those other chicories, but me, myself, I like the African tunes. Okay, oh my goodness. Hey, we've played a lot of African tunes in this series, this YouTubes, but I like African songs. You can ask Derek on the social medias what music he likes. He likes the mixing and the stirring. I don't know what he wants, but basically for me, I think that the music is a very staggered part of the decade. We shouldn't take the decade into consideration because of the music. Now, television and movies. Now, because of the new techno rising, which was prehabilitated from the previous decades, the 90s and the 2000s, we now have very futuristic, very funny yet action-packed movies, and we have some romance and some action, some little bit of comedy. It's very staggered as well, but it is in a good staggered because you can find what you want by the selection. Like for music, okay, we have the Rihanna, we have the Beyonce, which have been in movies, by the way, and television programs. Let's see who else. The Lady Gaga with the goth dress, very nice, 2010. And you know, they've gone on to do amazing things like art and things like that. There's the Rick and Morty's. There's the Peppa Pig. I don't know what is on the trendings now. Also, the rise in technology. Okay, we have the 5G coming up. We have the phones that are so tall and so wide. We have the cars that can drive themselves and listen to phone calls. Very nice, very futuristic. And those things are starting to come into third countries as well. I had India and China, which is not a third world country. There's Kenya even that has all those things now. It is very advanced, very nice. Free Wi-Fi everywhere. But you cannot forget the thing that defined the decade the most is the content, the streaming content. It is not nor a TV show nor a movie, but the YouTubes is what kind of stratified everything. There's the grams, there's the chat snaps. There's so many people that were so many populars. They're on the vines, they're on the whatever it is, the talk tick. Very nice. We had so many nice contents on there, and we shared so many things from all the social medias. Now, I am doing a video on the social medias that is not getting paid yet, but people will be seeing it across the world. Now, with all that, I want you to take some time to reflect and think. So I'm going to end off the video here, okay? So I really hope that you enjoyed. I really hope that I put this perspective into your head about all the things that we just talked about. I really hope that you enjoy your new decade and you know, you can crack open a new one and then start it all over again. But to anyone that is watching, I hope again that you have a fantastic week and if you're going back to school, have a fantastic school, okay? Study hard, stay in school, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. Bye, okay? I'm so sorry I haven't been making videos lately. I've been working very hard, very hard.